Hi everyone, here's another thought from Ecclesiastes. Again, I saw that under the sun, the race is not to the swift, nor the battle to the strong, nor bread to the wise, nor riches to the intelligent, nor favor to the skillful. But time and chance happen to them all. For no one can anticipate the time of disaster. Like fish taken in a cruel net, and like birds caught in a snare, so mortals are snared in a time of calamity, when it suddenly falls upon them. I've also seen this example of wisdom under the sun, and it seemed great to me. There was a little city with few people in it. A great king came against it and besieged it, building great siege works against it. Now there was found in it a poor wise man, and he by his wisdom delivered the city. And yet no one remembered that poor man. So I said, wisdom is better than might, yet the poor man's wisdom is despised, and his words are not heeded. The quiet words of the wise are more to be heeded than the shouting of a ruler among fools. Wisdom is better than weapons of war, but one bungler destroys much good. So I think you can sum all this up as wisdom is good, but right there's very much this idea in our culture that if you do the right things, then things are going to work out. And he's trying to say, show at least sometimes the limits of that. Right? Sometimes there's the prosperity gospel, which is people who preach that, well, if you do good, if you do what God wants you to do, then God will give you success and wealth. It's guaranteed. And alongside that, there's kind of what we could call the American gospel that says if you work hard and make the right choices, then again, success is guaranteed. Just pull yourself up by your bootstraps and nothing can go wrong. There is some truth to those things, but then there's also plenty of times when that doesn't work out. And so I think we need to see this advice and see that, most people that succeed in this world, they actually had a lot of help. And they also probably had some luck too, if we're being honest. And most that can't succeed, it may not all be their fault. Sometimes it is, but sometimes they're held back by systemic problems. Or again, it's just random chance, like he says. Now, again, it's not a hopeless message. He's trying to see that wisdom does help. It makes a difference. And yet, it can often be ignored or can be forgotten. Right? He tells this little story of the wise man who helped save the city, and yet people forgot that he was the one, right? I'm sure they started thinking, well, we saved the city ourselves, and forget this unimportant old man. And so I think part of the lesson for us is to admit that we're never fully going to be in control, right? No matter how fast we are, how smart we are, we can't fix everything. We can't control everything. And yet there is a reason to seek wisdom. And often that comes from listening to voices that we might not expect that we need to listen to. Right? Acknowledge that we don't have all the answers. I don't have all the answers. Nobody does. But wisdom comes in trying to listen and know that we can't win the race all by ourselves. Blessings on you all. Have a great week.